Today, Robert and I have driven up to the Rotorua area for the day, just because we can, and because we like to explore tracks and trails that we haven't done before. So we've arrived at the Mt Ngongotaha walking tracks, where there's a lovely nature walk with information boards along the way. We are always learning new things, even at our age, and we love it. And we couldn't come to Rotorua without visiting our new favourite bike tracks at the Waipa mountain bike trails. So, what are we doing? Where are we walking? On that blue one? It's called the Nature Walk. Yay! Nature Walk, good surface, easy grades. Done. Nice, okay. What does it say? No dogs allowed. Just the smell of a dog in the area can cause a native bird to abandon their nest permanently. Take your dog somewhere else. Oh, dog, you'll have to go somewhere else. Bob the dog. Lots of gates. Oh, that's Violet Bonington. Oh. There we go. Find out who she is. Violet Bonington, who this reserve is named after, was a well-respected matron at the Rotorua Hospital. She never married, dedicating her life to the nursing profession. It's even got toilets. What do they like? Nice. Oh heck, what the heck? Oh no, it's a long drop. Oh, you've got to put some of that stuff down. Please put one handful of sawdust in the drawer and close the lid before you leave. Oh, scary. This is nice under here. Beautiful trees. What's all this? Before the arrival of humans, New Zealand was a land of birds. So when humans brought with them animals from their home country to New Zealand, they multiplied out of control. The challenge is to reduce the level of pests today so we can see the forests and wildlife recover. It's nice under here. Wow, more bashful birds. New Zealand birds may not be the most colourful birds in the world, but they're owls found nowhere else on this earth. Only the fantail, silver-eye and shining cuckoo are not native to New Zealand. And typically, our small birds can live 3 to 5 years, and the big birds 12 to 15 years. But with predators amongst them, their life expectancy is about 3 years. Fabulous ferns. Mt Ngongotaha has more than 70 species of ferns, with New Zealand being home to over 200 species. New Zealanders love ferns, as shown on our sports teams, our airlines, and as a symbol of remembrance for our war dead. Where's that one? Silver fern. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, is it a special tree or something? Look at it. Why is this tree special? That's what I want to know. This northern rata is about 40 metres high, with a trunk diameter of 1.8 metres. New Zealand's largest northern rata could be the phantom tree above Lake Okataina, with a trunk diameter of 4.3 metres. This tree is special, being the sole survivor on Mt Ngongotaha, when once the slopes of the mountain provided Rotorua with a spectacular display of the northern rata's wonderful red flowers, which, by the way, is a close relative of New Zealand's Christmas tree, the pohutakawa. Historically, the timber from the rata made excellent firewood for early settlers, as well as the buds and flowers being the favourite food of the introduced Australian brush-tailed possum. What are we looking out at? Cows.
Speedway track.
Oh, it said something about a speedway track. Is that the... as seen from the speedway track. So that could be the speedway track? And that was the rata, somewhere in there, as seen from it. Oh, interesting. I beg your pardon.
You can camp there.
How do you know you can camp there? It says. I can't read it. You've got good eyes. Can you read it? Okay. We'll keep moving on. See what else we can see. Oh, it's a bump and a half. Turn down here. Possum and rat control. The object of the chew cards and tracking tunnels is to eventually see fewer footprints on the track cards and a reduction in the number of tags that have been chewed on. Oh, sweet. Who does that, eh? What you found? Another rock? What's it say? First. NGO. What's that? Ngongotaha. We don't know quite what it means. We'll give them that. The koro. Do they call that a koro? What's this one? Reach for the stars. Ooh. The plant life is actually reaching for the light by any means possible, such as wrapping themselves around other tree trunks and even using hooks that grab onto anything passing by, even humans. Yes, they climb. Little. Oh, it's starting to go down. We've been climbing up this Mt Ngongotaha. Of course, it can't be a mount and not climb. So maybe we're on the descent now. What's that one say? glowworms. What the heck? Yeah, it's a spot for glowworms if we were here at night, but we're not. Blow. I love glowworms. It's kicking. It's a widowmaker. He's kicking a widowmaker. It's only a small baby. Oh, it's fallen. The epiphyte. Very nice. A healthy forest provides food for the bird life all year round. The birds disperse seeds to help maintain forest growth, but only the kiddiru, or wood pigeon, is large enough to ingest a whole seed, so they are instrumental in the continuation of bigger trees such as tawa or miru. Lurking lizards. New Zealand is home to over 70 species of lizard, which fall into either skinks or geckos. Skinks are smooth and shiny over the velvety-looking geckos, and skinks blink, whereas geckos' eyes are always open. Geckos have sticky pads under their feet when skinks don't. It's a lovely walk along this Mt Ngongotaha, but we're still going up. A gradual up. Holding on to the supple jack. Is it strong enough? That's why I trip all the time. What's it say? Investigating invertebrates. Skeletons help vertebrates hold together, whereas invertebrates can be held together with a hard, bony case called an exoskeleton. New Zealand has over 20,000 species of invertebrates found nowhere else in the world, including our weta, some spiders, and snails. And this flabbergasting flowers. You can't tell unless you look closely, but forests are filled with flowers. Many are subtle and delicate, or only release a scent at night to attract moths and other nocturnal insects. Flowers. Come to a junction. Noldy. I'm liking your name, Noldy. Cool. Some unique names, hey? Right, so that's the Jubilee track. We're not doing Jubilee track. Get with the program. Hey? We're nature walking. Come on. Haere mai. I told you that. Fabulous fungi. Autumn is the best season to go on a mushroom hunt to find over 6,000 species of fungi in our New Zealand bush. Slimy, jelly, puffball, mildew or toadstool are some of the many varied fungi names, but be warned, even New Zealand has toxic mushrooms too. Erin, is there one? Ooh. Good find, Robert. There's another one. What's this one? Perching plants. There's the epiphytes. Perching plants, or epiphytes, don't harm their host in any way. They simply grow in the forks of trees, searching for sunlight, with their roots holding the plant in place. Well, usually until they turn into a widowmaker. Ooh, it's fallen. Fallen from off the big tree. Dearly departed. Oh, sombre. Once, Mt Ngongotaha would have been alive with a diverse range of birds, reptiles and invertebrates, but perhaps with advances in pest control they may return. So many of these, it's not fun. Long gone for good, oh no. New Zealand has lost over 50 bird species, a few lizards, frogs and invertebrates, a bat and even a freshwater fish, all unique to New Zealand. Right, what are you and Dorothy looking at?
View.
It's a view. What's that town? Rotorua? Not Ngongotaha. Hazy, hazy. It's not summer. Hazy days of summer. Those lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Note. This has to be the descent now, hey? We're going down. Yeah. Type of fungi? Probably. Just don't know one. Which one? Whoa. Well, that has some of that fungi on it. Look, I can see the lump. Fungi. Wow. What'd you say, Beach? You think it's only just happened? Well, fairly recently. My word, you're right. That's crazy. Whoa. What sort of tree is it? A big one. A fallen one. Lovely, hey? Another beautiful New Zealand bushwalk, huh? Don't we love them? I can't get enough of them. My favourite walks in the bush. The rain's coming. Oh, what's happened to you? Looks like the rain's drenched you. Poor plant. This is cute, isn't it? City landscape. Beautiful. Rimu is a member of an ancient group of trees called podocarp, which dates back 80 million years ago. Podocarp means a stem or footstalk supporting the fruit. There we go. We've got to that junction where we split last time. So, yeah, on the right track now. That was our loop. There we go. We did the Ngongotaha loop. There we go. What do you reckon?
Absolutely smashing.
Smashing! There's a good word. That was a lovely walk. Very nice indeed. Great walk they have here on Mt Ngongotaha. Found those glasses. Anyone recognise them? Come and get them on Mt Ngongotaha. Right, we're back. Robert was right. And that's where we must have been in the bush, looking out here at this car track thing. Proof? Is it MCA? Caravan park? Is that it? Just a track that goes around and around. Stock cars, is it? Did we get the gist of it? Okay. There it comes. We won't go that way. No, we'll go this way. We love these mountain bike tracks here in Rotorua, so brought our bikes along this day just to ride and have some fun, not intending to video at all. But of course I couldn't resist the opportunity to film, so held my phone, trying to ride at the same time. Precarious, but fun. Oh. Whew. Oh no, if I fall off now, I'm a year older now, 66, too old for this. Oh, around we go. Whee! I love it. Such fun. Oops. He's getting away on me. Oh no, some more. Hold on, woman, with one hand. Yeah. Beautiful forest, the redwoods.